great weather, great golf, great wine. We're here in Kelowna today on SCOREGolf TV.
This is SCOREGolf, the voice of Canadian golf. SCOREGolf is brought to you by Molson Canadian 67, official beer of the PGA of Canada, RBC Canadian Open, and Canadian Women's Open. Tailor-made golf, the #1 driver in golf. GolfKelowna.com, 20 courses, from easygoing to ego-shattering. Now, here's your host, Bob Weeks.
Hello, Canada, and welcome to another edition of SCOREGolf TV. Well, today we are in Kelowna, British Columbia. We were here last year, and we've come back because there is so much good golf out here, not to mention some pretty fine wine as well. We wanted to show you more of what there is to see out in this beautiful spot in the Okanagan. We'll do that a little bit later in the show. We'll also have some instruction for you, including a tip from Sean Foley. And I'm going to play a hole against one of the top defensemen in the NHL and watch and see how far this guy hits the ball. It is absolutely insane. But to kick things off today on SCOREGolf TV, let's talk to a few PGA Tour pros.
Prospective, meeting today's PGA Tour stars.
Every week, PGA Tour players hit incredible shots and score low at some of the toughest golf courses in America. Amateurs, meanwhile, sit at home and wonder how on earth these guys became the golfers they are today. This week, we asked them what's the best way for amateurs to improve, and this is what they had to offer.
I'd go with short game. 2 words, but one piece of, I think, taking your golf game to the next level. If you're able to go out there and get the ball up and down, or get the ball up and down and, maybe 3 shots from around the green, it can definitely save you making 5 or 6 versus 7 or 8.
I think everyone goes out there and enjoys themselves, so I'm not going to say that. But I think one thing that they probably need to do is probably go to your local pro and have lessons. Too many guys come out here and think they know what they're doing. And I think with a little bit of help from their local pro and a little bit of coaching, it doesn't have to be a lot. It could be maybe once a month or twice every month. But as long as they're getting the help and they're actually putting in the hours, and that makes them improve. And when they improve and see results, and they want to be out here a lot more, and they go on from there.
It's about practice. The thing that we do is we don't have a regular job, so we practice as much as we can. And the one thing that a lot of amateurs don't do, they don't practice their short game enough. Green speeds, putting, the green speed. You got to practice your putting before you go play. You need to hit a couple chips, and that's the key to this game. Is to improve the score is going to be chipping and putting.
And don't think that these golfers aren't supremely fit, because nutrition and working out has become a huge part of being successful on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, I think over the last few years, my nutrition and fitness level has kept increasing. I feel like right now I'm in the best shape I have been since I've been on tour. And a lot of that definitely comes from spending time in the gym with my trainers, to working on the soft tissue side of things, making sure the body's moving correctly, and then eating properly. I wouldn't say I'm the healthiest eater, but everything in moderation, and then just making sure that tournament weeks I'm not getting too out of hand. Out on the course, I usually have almond butter and banana sandwich, raw protein bars. So definitely staying on top of eating while you're on the course, out there for 4 or 5 hours at a time, and definitely need to keep something in your body.
Well, I think if you look back at when Tiger started coming out and playing events, he came out and he wasn't a heavy guy that he is today. He pretty much changed. Even looking back at Norman used to work out hard. Fitness has changed, and changed golfers into athletes, and you got to keep up with fitness. You got to keep up with nutrition, and you got to keep got to stay hydrated. So as long as you're putting the highest grade fuel in a Ferrari, then you're doing the right things.
The Harvest Golf Club is most definitely not your typical golf club. The Graham Cook design offers 18 holes that not only provide a good and always enjoyable test of golf, but will overload your senses with great views of the Okanagan. There's also exceptional service, great conditioning on the course, a gorgeous clubhouse, and as the club's name implies, plenty of fruit.
There's a distinction in between a pretty golf course and a good golf course. Luckily that I think we're a bit of both. And certainly, obviously, the setting speaks for itself. Obviously, it is very scenic, and it's also very representative of the area. We are standing here in the orchard setting and overlooking at the lake and the mountain, which is very synonymous to the Okanagan, but it's a bit of a sleeper as far as the golf course is concerned. A lot of good players now are discovering the intricacies of the golf course year after year as they start getting a bit older, and they're finding how challenging this golf course can be if you choose the right set of tees.
Laid out over 250 acres, the club provides a very serene atmosphere to escape to. The wide collection of orchards and vineyards on course are an added perk for potential players, as guests are welcome to pick as they play. And with lots of variety to choose from, your taste buds will appreciate the snack.
Our owner, Mr. Okubo, was very adamant that we needed to preserve the local flavor of the golf course and make it representative of the Okanagan region. And we have everything here from cherries, apricot, nectarine, wine grapes, table grapes, cherries, apples, pears, peaches, so we have all of these varieties here on site.
But don't let the sweet taste fool you. This course does have some bite to it. The design is a solid but fair test, allowing you to play the ball aggressively off the tee while demanding you to be accurate with your short game to reach the right part of the large and gently undulating greens.
Most players, especially male players, like to hit the driver everywhere, and this golf course never takes the driver out of your hands. So the golf course is really played from 150 yards in, and it's quite difficult, the green surrounds and on the greens. This is where I always get comments from golfers saying, wow, your greens are challenging.
So expect a fair and challenging track, but always expect an enjoyable one. Coming up, we'll drive balls at Tower Ranch Golf and Country Club in Kelowna.
Several years ago, Score Golf magazine put together a list of the best cities for golf in this country. We put all sorts of numbers into a computer, and it spit out that the best city for golf in this country is Kelowna, British Columbia, this beautiful spot here. Let's show you this course and a few more here in Kelowna.
Elevation changes, dramatic views, and an incredible Thomas McBroom design. This is Tower Ranch Golf and Country Club.
You know, it's not in amongst trees. You play on a hillside. McBroom, who the course designer, has distracted you with golf and nature.
Like most of McBroom's layouts, this is another strategic design, offering multiple risk-reward opportunities at every tee box.
The blue set of tees goes 6,700 yards, the white tees are 6,300 yards. We have almost 600 feet of elevation change here. So, you know, again, you can really enjoy your day, and you don't really need the driver. You can get away with 3-wood hybrid. As long as you just play the right set of tees, you're going to enjoy this golf course because 16 of 18 holes are either level or downhill. There's only 2 holes that play uphill. So, you know, the design of the course, the mountain terrain doesn't come into effect all that much. So you can really, again, if you play the right set of tees, you're going to enjoy it.
The views of Kelowna are simply stunning, as fairways sit alongside a mountain overlooking the Okanagan Valley. At Tower Ranch, you'll experience a tour of nature through the hills, attracting you with beauty and challenging you with numerous hazards and rolling terrain. And despite its intimidating views, the course is incredibly playable for all levels, as it features 4 sets of tees that hit into large, expansive fairways. Despite a number of breathtaking holes at Tower Ranch, 2 of them stand out above the rest. The par 3 fifth appears to be an easy birdie opportunity, but the undulating green and bunkers surrounding it can tear your heart out if you take your tee shot too lightly.
Number 5 is probably a hole that is surprisingly, it can play about 100 yards. Little par 3, well protected by bunkers. You feel like you should be able to walk away with an easy par. But again, the bunkering protects that hole. So you do have to play a good shot into that.
The 17th is another hole that can take your breath away as you stare down the fairway that overlooks the entire Okanagan Valley. But it's as long as 6 NFL football fields with numerous bunkers scattered throughout.
17 is, you know, our king. It's almost 600 yards from the back set of tees. But once it gets out on the green, you look over to the city, you see 5 other golf courses from up there. And you know, you have to play some shots, but again, the hole is rewarding. You play 3 shots, get to the green and make par. You feel you've had a good day.
And once you get through all 18 holes, there may be no better patio in all of Kelowna to sit down and enjoy a cold one as Carrington's Restaurant and Lounge, where the most amazing view overlooking the valley floor awaits.
Nobody had a chance to get up this end of town before. You know, there was never any attraction. Now that you've got this golf course, people are really starting to find out about it. And if you can get up and enjoy the patio, enjoy the golf course, it's a great end of town here to see the city, Okanagan Lake, the plains. It's pretty dramatic.
Over the years, Score Golf has showcased many of the great Kelowna courses, and this year, for the first time, we bring you another amazing layout in Two Eagles Golf Course and Academy. The versatile design by famed architect Les Ferber can play as short as 3,800 yards or as long as 5,000 yards, depending on the tee box of your choice.
It's a really unique facility. The shot value is really, really good. We play into a little prevailing wind most of the time from the south, about 10-15 miles an hour, and it goes across some of the holes, so you have to take into account how your golf ball is going to get affected by the weather or the wind, and just the uniqueness of the greens. There's small little pockets that we can place the flag placements, so you have to hit really good shots to make birdies.
But don't be fooled by the length, as this course still features a couple of par 5s, 7 par 4s, and 9 par 3s, making it one of the most unique layouts in Kelowna. Two Eagles Golf Course and Academy sets itself apart from other courses in this region by inviting parents and their children out for a special afternoon of golf.
We instituted a couple programs a few years ago. We have family nights on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, where kids can come out and play golf for 9 holes for $10, and adults can come out and play for $15. And we've also added some forward tees for the kids. So if the kids want to come out here when they're 5 and 6 years old, we can shorten the golf course. Plus, we take part in a program through the National Golf Course Owners Association where you take your daughter to the course week and take your kid to the course week, and instead of bringing one junior out, a parent can bring out 4 if they want to walk with them, or if they want to play, they pay their daily green fee rate and the kids can play free for the entire summer.
Another added element is Two Eagles Golf Academy, where vacationers can drop their kids off for a half day of lessons, followed by an afternoon out in the course. And just like so many of the courses around here, the view from the 19th hole patio out to Okanagan Lake is simply gorgeous.
Our restaurant's called 19 Okanagan Grill and Bar. We do lots of different weddings, we do lots of different business parties, and right now, and you can see over my shoulder, we've got an outstanding patio that looks at Lake Okanagan. So it's become a unique place for a great eatery on the west side of Kelowna.
The Tee Off Season is brought to you by Molson Canadian 67, proud sponsor of golf and the official sport of the Gallaghers.
All right, here's another victim returning for another round with me this year, Cody Franson, Toronto Maple Leafs. Cody, thanks for coming back, first of all. And second of all, you haven't lost any distance, have you?
No, I got the new R1 in my hands, and it's given me a couple extra yards, actually.
Perfect, just what I need to see. Now, I understand that actually when you were younger, you actually used to enter long drive contests, is that right?
Yeah, that was more of just a fun thing. I used to play in the junior tour and the high school golf program and stuff like that when I was a kid.
Oh my God. That means might need to get down, huh? Listen, I gotta deal with the elephant in the room. The Leafs, Boston, Game 7. That was.
Yeah.
Have you recovered from that?
I don't know if you'll ever really recover from it, but I've done my best job to put it behind me and start moving forward. So, it's one of those things that you live and learn. It's an experience that, every one of us will carry with us, and hopefully take it in the best way possible and learn from it. And if we find ourselves in that situation again, hopefully we'll be a lot more poised.
Cody, can you see me? Man, he's like 200 yards up there. Cody, I've paced this one off. I figure about 325. That's like an average drive for you?
Yeah, that's pretty normal, yeah.
So you're like a freak, basically, right?
Yeah, some would say, I guess, yeah.
So when you look down the ball when you're on the tee and something like that, do you imagine Zdeno Chara's head or something, or try to hit it hard?
No, I just try not to miss the thing. Yeah, no, it's this hole kind of shapes up for it. You can go left or right and be okay as long as you hit it far enough. So.
Okay, you got like a flip wedge here left for your next shot. Put it close. Nice easy swing coming in. Okay, Cody, you're a pretty good stick handler. Maybe you could do a little bit of that right now. Help me out here.
Yeah, I'm a lot better with a hockey stick than I am a putter.
So this is for eagle, right?
Yeah.
Common occurrence in your game, I'm sure. Knock it in.
Not as often as you'd think.
Okay. That's not bad. Well,
it's not my greatest putt.
That's pretty good lag though. Nice 4. You are a pretty good golfer, Cody. You're a bit of a freak too, but congratulations. Thanks for beating me one more time.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
One more Kelowna stop right after these commercials. Framed by forested mountains and rocky bluffs beneath clear blue northern skies, Gallaghers Canyon offers the quintessential Okanagan golf experience, rugged yet refined.
Well, Gallaghers Canyon was built in the early 1980s. Dick Munn and Angus McKenzie had a vision of this property. It's come a long way in the 30 plus years that it's been here. I think what makes it special is its playability. So whether you're a touring professional or a new golfer, the golf course is fair. There's no tricky shots, and people just enjoy their time spent on this golf course.
The course is designed for all levels of golfers, but the key to success out here is to play smart. Some holes may appear unassuming, but that certainly isn't the case for the course's signature, number 6.
Number 6, being our signature hole, you get just a great panoramic vista of the valley itself. So from a visual standpoint, it's a great hole. Playability-wise, again, just play it smart. There's a hazard in the middle of the fairway, what we call the eyebrow, so a little ledge out there. Smart layup. It's a good risk-reward hole. You can go for that green in 2, but to play Gallaghers Canyon, if you play smart, you're going to score well. Well, Gallaghers Canyon tests all of your shots. You know, there's dog legs right, there's dog legs to the left, a lot of trees. We don't have a lot of hazards, but with the surrounding community, you've got to be accurate. A lot of uneven lies. So, you know, one specific player won't, you know, dominate this golf course. It takes a little bit of all of your game to succeed out here.
The scenery at Gallaghers Canyon is marvelous, as miles of orchards and vineyards accentuate the backdrop of brilliant fairways and dreamy vistas.
A lot of people that do visit Kelowna, this is on their list of must-play. We are guest-friendly, and it's just an enjoyable, fun atmosphere to be at.
Golf isn't the only reason to visit Kelowna. After your round, head to Rod's Regional Table. Their philosophy is simple: support local, buy local, and eat and drink local. Rod's uses only organic, sustainable, and naturally raised ingredients, all from the Okanagan region.
Whether you're a visitor or a local, I think you're looking for the taste of the Okanagan. If you go to France, you want to eat something from France. You go to Italy, you want to eat something from that region. So in the Okanagan here, we're very blessed with some great ranchers of beef and lamb and chicken and turkeys, but we're also really blessed with, we're on the fruit belt of Canada. So we have the fruits and we also have the vegetables. Right now we're up over 150 different suppliers that provide our restaurant with some of the best product that money can buy.
The food here is delicious, the restaurant sophisticated, and the presentation is stylish. Eating here will certainly make up for any bogeys made during your rounds of play.
Teeing up Team Canada, reviewing Canada's national golf program. Brought to you by RBC. Let us help you make your mark.
Brooke Henderson may only be 15 years old, but she's already established herself as Canada's top junior golfer and one of the country's best amateurs. The Smiths Falls, Ontario native has become an elite player, drawing inspiration from her big sister, Brittany.
I grew up watching my older sister play. She just finished her 4th year at University at Coastal Carolina on a golf scholarship, and I just followed her around and wanted to be like her. And in later years, we played a couple tournaments together, so it was a friendly rivalry, but I just admire her and still do.
Despite her youth, the 2012 Canadian Junior Girls Champion and 5-time Future Links Tour winner showed she can compete with the pros too, but she became the youngest golfer in history to win a pro event, doing so last year at a CN Canadian Women's Tour stop in Quebec.
I always set high expectations, but I'm just trying to have fun and improve every day I go out there to practice and try and get better for the future and hopefully play professionally one day.
Henderson will have an opportunity to play with the world's best in late June after punching her ticket to the U.S. Women's Open at a qualifier last month.
Looking forward to being able to play with the best in the world.
The Women's Major will be the first LPGA event of the year for the rising star, but it may not be the last. If she can continue her recent string of great performances, another ticket into the CN Canadian Women's Open could follow. Coming up, Sean Foley offers up a great swing tip.
Johnny Walker presents Progress Your Game. Great game. Keep walking.
In continuation with being better at impact, what I have provided here is an impact bag. How an impact bag helps us is it's heavier, it's more static, and kinesthetically, the feedback that we get from the club into our arms, into our body, thus into our brain, helps us program that impact position better and better and better. So same as the low point drill, we get into position, go ahead, get everything connected to the top, all the angles in the hands and arms are proper, and now from here, we're moving down into the ground, we're moving forward with our weight, 95% of the weight on that forward foot, and then really keeping the hands forward and keeping the shaft leaning at the target. So once again, everything collects to the top. I have that good dynamic movement with my lower body. I'm gripping the ground. Hit the impact bag, hands forward. If you continue to practice this, you can just take a pillowcase at home, fill it with towels. You can use it in your backyard, your living room. You don't have to take it to the golf course. You'll start finding that your shots have more accuracy as well as more power.
Hi, my name's Neil Schmidt. I'm the Director of Operations here at Tower Ranch Golf and Country Club. Today I want to try and help you amateurs and professionals with your chipping. I see lots of people that get on the golf course and take the loft off the club and end up chipping the ball over the green and driving the ball too far. The idea of a chip is trying to get the ball in the air, get a little loft underneath it, roll it out, and hopefully get close to the pin. So one of the common mistakes I see a lot of golfers do is take the loft of the club, take a pitching wedge or a sand wedge and turn it into a 5-iron, 6-iron, and end up driving the ball too low and skids across the green. What I'd rather see you do is get the ball right in the middle of your stance so you can try and hit down underneath it, get the ball up in the air. Hopefully the ball will roll out close to the hole. If you need help with chipping or any other part of your golf game, contact your PGA of Canada professional.
Week Speaks is brought to you by Bushnell, makers of the Pro 1M and Tour Z6 rangefinders.
Look at this picture, isn't this gorgeous? That's Kelowna down there, and this is Tower Ranch Golf Course where I am. And when you get beautiful scenery like this, it makes you wonder why golfers start to complain all the time. But we do, oh boy, do we love to complain. We complain when we have to hit off the mats at the range. We complain when the pace of play is too slow. We complain when the rough is too long. We complain when the greens are too fast. We complain when the greens are too slow. Folks, stop it. Stop complaining right now, that's you. I want you to stop complaining. No more complaining. Look at this. You're outside, it's sunny, it's beautiful, you're enjoying yourself. It's a game, folks. Golf is a game, and why not enjoy it? Stop complaining. I want to thank everybody out here in Kelowna. This has been another fabulous trip out to the beautiful Okanagan. Folks, come on out here and play golf. You'll love it out here. You can't go wrong when you play golf in Kelowna. We'll see you next time, right here on ScoreGolf TV.
Thanks for watching Score Golf on TSN, the voice of Canadian golf. Score Golf is brought to you by Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side. Bob Weeks Clothing supplied by Ashworth.